Welcome to today's market report. European shares rose on Wednesday as a set of upbeat quarterly earnings reports from firms including Societe Generale helped boost optimism around a faster vaccine-led economic recovery this year. France's Societe Generale gained 2.9% after it beat profit forecasts for the fourth quarter as charges related to the COVID-19 pandemic came in lower than expected. The STOXX 600 index rose 0.3%, with commodity-linked shares and banking stocks leading gains. Most European indices were higher in early trading. Dutch Bank ABN Amro dropped 1.3%, even as it reported a better-than-expected fourth-quarter net profit. German conglomerate Thyssenkrupp added 5.8% after it raised its full-year outlook, citing improved demand, while online takeaway food company Delivery Hero was up 0.3% after reporting a 95% surge in full-year revenue. German STOXX rose 0.1%. The world's largest container shipping line, Maersk, was down 5.6% even after saying that a surge in demand for container shipping would boost earnings in the first quarter. Oil was mixed on Wednesday morning, with caution creeping into the market, even as hopes for a strong rebound in fuel demand continue. Brent futures inched down 0.03% to $61.20 per barrel. WTI futures inched up 0.02% to $58.37 per barrel. Gold futures was up 0.41% at $1,844.90 per ounce. On the FX front, GBP/USD is set to extend its 4-day waning streak on Wednesday as the bulls continue to cheer the upbeat market mood, which weighs negatively on the safe haven US dollar. The GBP/USD pair has moved north of 138. The next target may be at 138.80, but a further extension towards 140 on a multi-session horizon cannot be discounted. The risk sentiment remains buoyed by the US stimulus hopes, upbeat earnings reports, and April liquidity in the markets, which is expected to ramp up the global economic recovery from the coronavirus pandemic-induced downturn. The further upside in the cable also remains at the mercy of the US CPI report, the BOE Governor Andrew Bailey's speech, and the appearance by the Fed Chief Jerome Powell, all of which are lined up later in the North American session. The breach of the 138 resistance implies that the GBP/USD may extend its run all the way to 140, although the immediate next target is at 138.80. Strong vaccination drive and being past the peak of the most recent pandemic surge will be the supportive of the cable pair. The euro-dollar pair has moved back above 121. The broad US dollar is now likely to be under further pressure amid risk on. Market may now shift to focus on euro positives like the narrowing BTP bond spread and target 121.50 for the euro-dollar per OCBC Bank. The market now seemed happy to overlook the euro negatives like pandemic spread and slow vaccination progress, as the US dollar is now out of favor. Next neighborhood target at 121.50 for now, with a test of the January high cannot be ruled out. The vaccine rates and the starting mobility base rates offer the US dollar a distinct advantage over its peer over the following month. Trade insurance group Euler Hermes said last week that the average daily vaccination rates across major European Union economies stand at just 0.12% of the population. That's 4 times lower than in Britain and in the US. Besides, major European economies are still negotiating which projects will get funding from the €750 billion joint recovery fund. Investors look to be selling the greenback in hopes of more US fiscal stimulus. Friday's non-farm payrolls missed estimates by a big margin, reviving concerns about the economic recovery and crystallizing support for President Joe Biden's $1.9 trillion stimulus plan. However, the greenback may draw heaven bids if stock markets drop on a continued rise in bond yields. The US 30-year yield rose to a 12-month high of 2% on Tuesday. The dollar edged lower, trading near two-week lows as optimism over a global economic recovery weakens demand for this safe haven. The dollar index was down 0.1% at 90.343 after earlier falling as low as 90.332 for the first time this month. Dollar yen traded down 0.1% at 104.52. Aussie dollar rose 0.1% to 0.7749. The dollar has seen selling against major peers as risk sentiment has been bolstered by market optimism. This is today's market news. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.